what's up guys? Todd Kelly, Shuswap Outdoors here. Just wanted to do a quick video showing how I like to rig up these salmon egg for targeting rainbows and bull trout. You can use these leaders fly fishing, drift fishing, or bottom bouncing. If you have a river system with salmon that spawn in it, the rainbows and bull trout will key in on the loose eggs that go tumbling down the bottom of the river. And these plastic beads are a great way to mimic that food source. Because you're fishing the bottom, you'll end up snagging a bunch and breaking leaders off. So having them pre-tied on leader boards allows you to switch over faster and spend less time re-rigging on shore. I like these Wally Whale plastic beads. They're super tough and cheap, so you're able to afford a bunch of different colors and sizes, which you'll need. I found the soft plastic beads take a lot of damage from the fishing line and from the fish's teeth, and you'll be switching out beads a lot compared to these hard plastic ones that'll last pretty much forever. For sizes, I usually start with a size 8, but I'll drop down to a 6 and go up to a 10. And for colors, yellows, peaches, oranges, reds, pinks, greens, yellows, a whole bunch of different colors. You're going to have to experiment with the different colors and sizes throughout the day because the fish will key in on different patterns. For hooks, I like to go with a little bigger hook. I use size 4 and size 2 hooks. I found when I went on smaller hooks, I would catch too many whitefish, and you spend all day reeling in whitefish compared to targeting the bull trout and rainbow trout. So going to a bigger hook helped me prevent doing that. Fishing lines, I'm not super picky. Mono, 8-pound test. I tried 4 and 6, but I found the line would take too much damage, and you'd set your hook on a bigger fish and the line would break because it had a bunch of nicks in it from running along the bottom. When I'm drift fishing and bottom bouncing, I like using an Islander center pin reel, and I have 12-pound main on that. So the 8-pound test allowed me to break this off if I snagged the bottom and not lose any of my main line. Fly fishing, I'll use the same short little leader, a couple feet, to a micro swivel, then to 8-foot tapered leader, and then to my casting line. Usually with a bobber strike indicator on it. With these hooks, I like using a snell knot. So I cut a 2 to 3 foot leader, and there's a bunch of different ways of tying the snell knots. If you don't know how, there's a bunch of YouTube videos. I also like looking at pictures when I'm learning something new instead of videos. So there's a bunch of good pictures on Google on how to tie a snell knot. I just tie a super basic one. Cut off the extra, and we'll put on a bead. So when you put your bead on, you don't want it to slide up and down the line. You need to peg it, and there's a couple ways of pegging it. So the first way you can use is a toothpick, and put a toothpick in the hole with a fishing line, break up the ends off, and that will keep the bead from moving up and down the line. The way I like doing it is grabbing the end of your leader again and sliding up from the bottom through the hole again. And that causes your leader to loop the bead, and then it allows you still to move this bead up and down the line and adjust it. You never want your bead too close to the hook, because when the fish goes to bite the bead, they'll feel the hook, and by the time you get an indication you have a bite and set the hook, the fish will have already let it go. If you put it too far away, the fish will bite it. You'll pull on it to set the hook. They'll feel the tension, and the hook hasn't had a chance to hook into them yet. So you're looking for 2 to 3 inches away from the hook for rainbow trout and bull trout. And there's 2 good reasons for this. One is them not feeling the hook, and the other reason is when you're doing catch and release, the hook a lot of times will catch them on the outside of the mouth instead of the inside, doing less damage. So that's it, super simple. I'll tie a bunch of these up on my leaderboard, different colors, different sizes, and I'll be good for a few days on the river. You do lose quite a few of these, so having a couple leader boards pre-tied up is a great way to save yourself time on the river. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. Take the time to hit that like button, that really helps the channel grow. And if you're interested in these types of videos, please hit the subscribe button. Anyways, thanks for watching.